Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Export earnings records a historic current account surplus for Sri Lanka. Country's international reserves nears 2 trillion rupees. Central bank issues. News in detail. Sri Lanka's current account surplus expanded to $244.6 million in July, a 94.6% increase from the same month last year. This positive performance supported by record merchandise exports and strong remittances, according to a report released by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The country achieved its highest ever monthly merchandise exports at $1,302.2 million in July, representing 15.2% growth compared to July 2024. While merchandise imports grew by 8.5% to $1,882.2 million, the trade deficit narrowed to $580 million as export growth outpaced import growth. Worker remittances reached $697.3 million, the highest monthly inflow since December 2020, showing 23% year-on-year growth. Tourist arrivals increased by 6.6% to 200,244 visitors, though tourism earnings slightly declined by 3% to $318.5 million due to changes in visitor spending patterns. The services sector recorded net inflows of $316.7 million in July. Foreign investments in government securities showed a net inflow of $17.2 million, while the Colombo Stock Exchange experienced a net outflow of $14.6 million. Gross official reserves, including the swap facility with the People's Bank of China, remained stable at $6.1 billion by end July, providing 3.7 months of import cover. The Sri Lanka rupee depreciated by 3.3% against the US dollar year to date as of end August 2025. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has released comprehensive economic data showing significant developments in the country's financial sector, external trade, and monetary indicators for 2024. These figures were compiled in the latest Economic and Social Statistics report. According to the newly released data, the central bank's total assets stood at 3.87 trillion rupees in 2024, with international reserves reaching 1.97 trillion rupees. The reserve money expanded to 1.53 trillion rupees, reflecting increased currency holdings by both the public at 1.05 trillion rupees and commercial banks at 307.65 billion rupees. In external trade, exports totaled 3.85 trillion rupees, while imports reached 5.68 trillion rupees, resulting in a trade deficit of 1.82 trillion rupees. Textiles and garments remained the dominant export category at 1.52 trillion rupees, followed by petroleum products at 321.22 billion rupees. Tea exports contributed 433.47 billion rupees to the agricultural export sector. The data also shows improved terms of trade at 86.81 compared to 85.79 in 2023. Commercial banks' deposits with the central bank increased to 180.58 billion rupees, while government deposits stood at 1.51 billion rupees. These indicators provide crucial insights into Sri Lanka's economic performance and monetary stability throughout 2024. The Purchasing Managers Index for construction in Sri Lanka rose to 60 in July, indicating a continuous expansion in activity. This positive growth, driven by new road and private sector projects, was reported by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The latest data from the central bank shows the industry's total activity index climbed from 58.6 in June to 60 last month. A reading above 50 signals expansion, meaning the sector is growing at an even faster rate than before. Many firms reported a steady increase in the availability of new construction projects, contributing to a further rise in the new orders index. While the employment index returned to a neutral level, the quantity of purchasers index continued to expand. The outlook remains positive, with many companies anticipating a rise in government sector projects to further fuel this growth. This strong performance stands in stark contrast to major European economies, where construction activity is widely reported to be falling. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The The Export Development Board recently conducted a specialized awareness session for 100 small and medium enterprise entrepreneurs in the handicrafts, giftware, lifestyle and tourist sectors. The event was designed to build capacity for potential exporters. Organized by the EDB's Trade Facilitation and Trade Information Division, the comprehensive program brought together entrepreneurs demonstrating strong potential to enter export markets. In her welcome address, Additional Director General for Development, Kumudini Mudalige, highlighted the global appeal of these uniquely Sri Lankan products and their importance to both export growth and the nation's image. The session featured an experience sharing segment from a successful industry managing director and included 4 specialized technical sessions. These covered emerging export opportunities, advanced packaging solutions, e-marketing strategies, and the benefits of consolidated freight services, providing essential knowledge for a successful transition into export businesses. The Women's Chamber of Industry and Commerce has launched its flagship Pratibha Abhishek Women Entrepreneurs Awards 2025 to recognize outstanding women entrepreneurs. This marks the 15th edition of the awards during the Chamber's 40-year journey, as announced in Colombo recently. The award ceremony, scheduled for January 2026, will honor women entrepreneurs across 5 categories based on business scale, startup, micro, small, medium, and large. Gold, silver, and bronze awards will be presented in each category, with special recognition for regional entrepreneurs through Best of the Province awards. The competition is open to Sri Lankan women entrepreneurs while also providing a special category for South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation country participants. Special awards will include Young Woman Entrepreneur, Outstanding Startup, Woman of Courage, and Most Outstanding Export-Oriented Entrepreneur, among others. Applications are available through the WCIC website and must be submitted by October 15, 2025. The event is supported by several corporate partners including AIA Insurance, DFCC Aloka, and McLaren's Group.
We've been doing these awards for the past 15 years, but we relaunched our awards in 2022 and called it Pratibha Abhishek because we really wanted to take it to a different level and also get all the women entrepreneurs who are doing their business in a very ethical, sustainable manner with proper financials, because we are very strong in our financial governance and the way we do businesses in this country. So that really helped us to elevate our awards to a different level.
The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce will host the Sri Lanka Economic and Investment Summit 2025 this December in Colombo. The high-level forum aims to transform the nation's hard-won macroeconomic stability into sustained growth. Scheduled for December 2nd at a prominent city venue, the summit's opening day will feature a keynote address by .co Group Chairman Kenneth Shane of Malaysia, who brings decades of investment experience. The inaugural session, titled Macroeconomic Dashboard, Stability Secured, Growth Unleashed, will critically examine if Sri Lanka is poised to become Asia's next emerging opportunity. Central Bank of Sri Lanka Governor Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe and Standard Chartered Bank economist Saurav Anand will serve as panelists, assessing the credibility of the current policy framework and the private sector's role in driving investment and exports. The session will be moderated by Anushka Vijayasinghe of the Center for a Smart Future. The event has garnered significant support from numerous platinum and bronze sponsors, strategic government partners, and international development organizations. Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The All Share Price Index dropped by 71.78 points to close at 20,990.67, and the S&P SL20 dropped by 43.75 to close at 6,027.61. The turnover was over 7.5 billion rupees and over 311 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex trades. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.